All right, guys, it's David. And guys, I just got off one of my mentoring calls with a young gentleman out of New York City, and it's so good to talk to people who want to get into this business. But in particular, it's great to talk to people who haven't been doing it a while and have no idea what to do, because if I can get to them before they spend too much time around other struggling actors, before they go too far down, the wormhole, so to speak, then I can really save them a lot of time, effort, and money, because they don't know about a lot of the things that other actors do, a lot of the time wasters, the money wasters, the really frustrating stuff that so many actors do out there. And I was thinking, the first question he asked me was, "Oh, I hear you can tell me how, I can save money on headshots." And I had to say, well, actually, yeah, I can save you money on headshots because you don't really need headshots. And he was kind of like, "Oh, yeah, I didn't think I really needed them either." And that was the beauty of it. He was so sort of naive that it didn't even make sense to him. What would you need headshots for? I'm not even in the business. Even though this guy has already done the lead in a movie because of a connection he had. And so just a perfect example of using your connections and meeting people and being good when the opportunity calls versus trying to spread your seed all over town to a bunch of people who have never heard of you. I mean, does that really sound like that would work? So I guess that conversation was great. And then I just got an email from one of my, well, I hate to really call them a competitor, because the person that's behind this business, which is supposedly helping actors start their careers, hasn't ever really had a legitimate acting job themselves. And one of the first things they talk about in this little free brochure they send out, or an ebook, I guess he's calling it, is, getting 100 envelopes so you can, who to do my mailings to. I mean, people talk about mailings as though you have to do them. I mean, everybody knows you have to do mailings. The question is, who do you do the mailings to? And no one ever stops to question whether you should even do mailings at all. Guys, if someone tells you that you should do something, question it. Ask why. Because maybe it makes sense, but maybe it doesn't. And you shouldn't do anything that you don't personally know makes sense. Anytime you just hear, "Oh, trust me, you need to do this," well then, who is it that you're trusting? Find out the source. Find out what successes that person has had at all, let alone what success they've had with mailings. Because every company that advocates mailings is usually a company who charges money for you to do them. And they'll always have a success story for you, or multiple success stories. And that just means that one person out of the thousands and thousands that have used their services actually got a meeting out of them. Okay? And that's no way to live your life, based on blind mailings to people. So I guess really what this is about is I just want to deconstruct mailings or drop-offs. And this is probably an overlap to some other stuff I've done. But I just want to put you guys in the shoes of people receiving your mailings. If you are a business person and your business is casting actors in roles, television or film, even stage, it doesn't matter, and you create a breakdown, and the breakdown goes out to professional agents, so it doesn't even go to just regular actors, and the next day you start to get submissions from your breakdown. You get submissions from agents, and then you also get a bunch of submissions from actors. And you don't even know how the actors got the breakdowns, because they're not supposed to, because they are not sold to actors, because casting directors only want responses from professional actors, not just anybody.